Hello, once again. We are back again with yet another series on womanhood. Since the International Women's Day is coming up next month, we thought that would be a better idea to celebrate women in their various phases of life. So, myself, Dr. Chandraprabha Kumar, we are going to dwell into different topics on women, that is puberty, menstruation, menopausal, and also the oral effects on these phases, during these phases. This is Dr. Akanksha. She is going to talk about more in detail about these topics.
Hello, I am Dr. Akanksha. As a woman, we go through different phases in our life, like puberty, menstruation, pregnancy, lactation, and in the end, menopause. So, during puberty, menstruation, as we have seen, the women body undergoes different kinds of changes. But one aspect that is often overlooked is oral health. So today we are dissecting on these issues and we are trying to provide some practical advice and tips for the women out there.
Yes, Doc. Let's start with puberty. Can you explain what is puberty and when it starts generally?
Sure. So puberty is a phase when a child body starts to develop into an adult body capable of reproduction. So in girls, only it starts around 8 to 14 years of age, but everyone grows at their own pace. This process is mainly driven by the changes in the hormones, which increases during this time.
Absolutely. So it is not only about the physical changes. There are a lot of physical changes like breast development, hair growth, and change in body shape, but also emotional changes too, like mood swings and heightened sensitivity. Yes, Doc. What changes happen in the mouth during puberty?
So that's a great question, Dr. Prabha. The hormonal changes during the puberty makes the gums more sensitive. They are more prone to inflammation, a condition which we call as the puberty gingivitis. So during this time, the gums they look more red, swollen, and even they bleed while they are brushing our teeth.
That's right. There is an increase of estrogen and progesterone levels hormone, which actually increases the buildup of the blood as well as more caries in the teeth. And sometimes there's also bad breath noticed by the girls during the hormonal shifts.
But you know that the good news is that we can maintain all those things at home with the home remedies like simply brushing our teeth twice daily, flossing, we can rinse our mouth twice daily. So all these things will definitely help those who are facing these issues.
Doc, let's talk about the menstruation. Menstruation is again a very crucial part of puberty. Can you give us an overview of the menstruation, basic overview?
Sure, the menstruation cycle it typically lasts between 21 to 35 days with an average of around 28 days. It has 4 phases. The first one is menstruation phase, then comes the follicle phase, then ovulation phase, and the last one is the luteal phase.
Yes, that's true. So the period usually lasts between 3 to 7 days. And sometimes some girls experience light bleeding, some girls experience heavy flow, but both are normal. Basically, what we need to look at is what is your typical body and watching the irregularities of the body. That is what is the main thing we need to watch for.
Also, additionally, not to forget about the symptoms. Some girls might experience headache, bloating, sensitivity, and these changes are happening because of the hormonal changes which are happening in their body. And these can be managed easily with the home remedies. And in some situations, you might need to take the advice from the clinician.
Believe it or not, menstruation can also impact oral health. Some experience swollen gums, canker sores, and dry mouth during or after menstrual cycle because of the hormonal fluctuations.
Yes, and even some women they feel metallic taste in their mouth during this period. And though these changes are temporary, but it highlights the importance of keeping up with a good oral hygiene.
Yes, and I would also highly recommend to rinse with warm salt water during when they feel extra sensitive with the gums, and also avoiding spicy food and acidic foods. It will help in prevention of discomfort.
Absolutely, doc. And also during this time, there can be an increased stress, which can be teeth grinding, jaw clenching, and which has an additional effect on the oral health.
So this brings us to the end of our conversation. hope we were able to shed light on puberty, menstruation, and its impact on the oral health.
Hello all, I'm Dr. Zamzam, this is Dr. Prerna, and after following the series on puberty and menstruation, we have come with an insightful discussion on pregnancy, delivery and their oral health considerations. Over to you, Dr. Prerna.
Myself, Dr. Prerna. I'm a periodontist. Well, pregnancy is a very beautiful and incredible journey. However, it brings about a lot of changes in the body and also in the oral cavity. So today's discussion is all about how this pregnancy can affect your oral cavity.
Yes, doctor. So we are aware that pregnancy brings in a lot of changes in the body. The female hormones progesterone and estrogen are responsible. But not to forget that these also affect the oral. So I think we should understand why is it important to maintain oral health in this space.
Yes, doctor. What happens is the statistics have shown that almost 45 to 60% of the pregnant women experience gum problem or some other oral cavity problem. So why does this happen is, as you truly said, that this problem happens because of the changes in the hormones, that is the estrogen and the progesterone. So what happens is these hormones are responsible for inflammation in our body and also in our oral cavity. So this causes the tenderness in the gums. That is the gums are very sensitive to touch and they may bleed easily. You may experience certain gum swelling also throughout the oral cavity. Also, there are certain benign growths that are visible on certain areas of your gum. These are called as pregnancy tumors. These tumors are seen almost in 10% of the pregnant women. Now, although these tumors do not actually cause any problem and they may regress after childbirth, but sometimes they may need removal by surgical excision.
True, doctor. Now, if this pregnancy gingivitis, if it is not managed properly, the gum disease worsens. Also, this will cause further complications, like the bacteria from this inflamed gums will enter the bloodstream and then eventually induce preterm labor, resulting in low childbirth.
Yes, you're absolutely right, doctor. Also, another condition that many women experience during pregnancy is morning sickness. Now, what is this morning sickness? Morning sickness is something that you feel nauseated and you vomit. This usually happens in the first trimester, but it can further progress also. So, what happens in morning sickness is that because of the acid reflux, there is a lot of gases that are produced, and these gases can cause erosion of your teeth, leading to sensitive teeth, and also as they are sensitive, they become more susceptible to cavities. So an easy tip to avoid this problem is that once there is a vomiting sensation or once you vomited, you can always rinse with plain water, or you can use some alkaline solution such as a baking soda, and this will neutralize the pH and prevent such problems to happen in your oral cavity.
Lovely tip, doctor. Please, ladies, follow this. Also, doctor, there is so much of increased morning sickness. They feel so nauseated that they have those sugar cravings, sugar, salt. So this also will increase the plaque buildup, and also it will increase the cavity, further worsening the situation. You're right. Oh, doctor, that's a long list of problems and complications that we pregnant women have to encounter during pregnancy. But also, I have seen people have various false notions, myths that they call. Could you just tell us some of them?
Sure, doc. So one of the most common myth that is experienced by many people is that they say that with every child that is born, there is a loss of one. Well, that is not true. What happens is if daily care is not taken when the woman is pregnant, there is a lot of gum infection that can happen during pregnancy, more cavity formation that can happen in the cavity. And this, when it progresses, it further causes detrimental effects to your gums and the bone and the tooth itself. That is the time when there can be some problems related to teeth. But otherwise, pregnancy itself will never lead to any problems. Also, another myth that most commonly is spoken about is that you can't perform any dental treatment during pregnancy. Well, that is not true, doc. Dental treatment can be performed in any trimester after your gynec's consent, obviously. It is normally said that second trimester is the best period wherein you can get your dental treatment done. So this is basically considered to be a safe period after your nauseating effects during the first trimester have been greatly subsided, and the third trimester discomfort actually sets in. So that is the reason why second trimester is usually considered a safe period. Also, the dental X-rays are usually avoided in pregnant women. Well, if you take utmost care by using proper shaving techniques, dental X-rays can be performed in pregnant women as well. So as such, we are not contrary.
So, doctor, I think you shed enough light on pregnancy, its effects on oral health. Now, few tips that we should like to sum up with. Number one is mandatory prenatal care. It is very important that we should visit the dentist kindly. This will help us exactly understand the oral health status. Number two, hydration is the key. Keep hydrated, ladies. Water is the best solution for everything. If you have proper hydration, your mouth stays moist. The incidence of plaque and all those cavities happening is reduced to a great extent. Third, breastfeeding mothers out there, please keep up with your calcium and vitamin D supplements. Very important. Please do not miss that. And lastly, not to mention the new moms there. If you inculcate good oral hygiene practices for yourself, this will help them motivate to inculcate the same in their young ones.
Yes, sir. So basic oral hygiene that you need to follow is brushing twice daily and flossing. Please don't forget that.
Absolutely.
So, doc, today we had a lovely discussion on pregnancy and its outcome on oral health. So if you know someone who is expecting, please do share this video and please subscribe to us.
And ladies, do not forget, healthy smile will always lead to healthy pregnancy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, please share this episode with your family and friends. Please subscribe for the insightful details. Until then, bye bye.
Yes.